Okay, hello guys. It's your boy Toxic. So here we are again. It's weekend. So today we are gonna be looking at our market focusing, and we are gonna be looking at what we are to be expecting in the market. So I have three pairs we are gonna be looking at today. We're gonna be looking at BTC, DXY, and GU. So now, what am I expecting on BTC? As you all can see, we have been in a downtrend and price has been playing within this range. So you can see we have the weekly range high and the weekly range low. So price have been playing within the range, and now going down to the daily time frame. Excuse me. Yeah, so as you all can see, coming down to our daily time frame, this is the range we have been playing in. We have been playing in this range, and price is presently reacting at this high, which it's a key level. So now, what do you want to see? You want to understand what price is doing. So if price close above, we are looking for more up prices. If price reject and close below, we are looking for more sell opportunities. So now, what is price reacting? Price is actually reacting at this key level. So what am I interested in marking? So what I'm interested in marking is this internal range liquidity, which we have this fair value gap, which is on the daily time frame, and it's a high probability key level. And on the 4 hours time frame, so on the 4 hours time frame, as you all can see, the daily fair value gap reacts as a breaker. So it reacts as this breaker block. So what am I expecting? What I'm expecting is I'm expecting price to give a dump and a continuation to the upside. Now, this dump, how can I be able to trade this dump to the downside? That's where you have to understand ranges. So I'm a candlestick trader. I trade based on candlesticks and I trade based on range. So now, where am I focused on? I am focused on this 4-hour range. So we have the range high and the range low, sorry. So that's the range low and we have the range high. So as a CROT trader, I want to trade just this range. So we have range high, range low. The so price has collected liquidity close within the range. So I'm expecting an SMT to occur and a dump to the downside. So even if I'm to look for more buys opportunity, I want to see price collecting this range before giving me the push to the upside. So now on BTC, this is actually what I'm expecting. So if I'm coming down to my 1 hour, I'm expecting to see a dump. I'm expecting to see a dump to the downside, push to the downside, collect this liquidity before it push to the upside. So all you want to do is just to keep your eyes on price and look at what the market is doing when the market opens. So now, what am I interested at? Let's go now to DXY. DXY first. So coming straight to DXY, as you all can see, let me take off the drawings. Okay, so on the XY, we are in a new month, so definitely I would like by starting on it, monthly time frame to look at what happened the previous month or the previous 2 months behind. So as you are seeing, we are in a downtrend, and here what are we doing? The market is consolidating. So in this consolidating phase, I want to be focused on this range, which I have this low here, which is the drawn liquidity, and this range here that I have this high. Price is playing within this range because you see price closed above, but the previous month came back and engulfed this candle. So price is still currently in a downtrend. So coming straight to the weekly time frame to check out the weekly profile. So based on our weekly profile, you can understand price just came out here, collected the liquidity and pushed to the downside. So this range is still open and there's liquidity slipping down here. So as a CRT trader, what am I interested in? I am interested in this part of the market. Now, looking at this area of the market, what happened? We had this area here, which is a key level, and if you look keenly, price came and collected. So it's like a fair value gap. That's a fair value gap. That price closed below, came back, collected this fair value gap, and we had a dump to the downside. So I would like to go to the daily time frame so we can have more sensitive and more clarifications. Okay, so now as you all can see, this is the fair value gap we had, which was this open gap in the market. Price came, collected the liquidity the first time, dump, came back, collected it the second time, and we had a dump to the downside. And here you can see we had this area here where price gave us a structure shift. But now, what am I interested at? I am interested in looking at this candle. So we have range low, range high up here, because I trade based on candlesticks and I want to understand what is happening. So I have range low, range high, and definitely this area will be like 50%, which if you use your Fibonacci tool, that would be about that. This will be reacting at your 50% key level. So what am I expecting? I am expecting price to go to the upside before giving us the down movement. So let us go to the lower time frame, which I will be going to the 1 hour straight. And based on my 1 hour time frame, yeah, and based on my 1 hour time frame, as you all can see, uh, this is a breaker block. As you can see, this is a breaker block, and above this breaker block we have this little fair value gap. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting the market to open, buy and take out this liquidity, and then that's where we'll be looking at a sell continuation. So we'll be selling after the price has collected this 50% key level, which is this area where it's reacting as a breaker block. So that's just what I'm looking at based on using the CRT concept, which is trading the ranges. And now I'll be heading to GU, which is the last pair we are going to be checking. And of course, on GU, as you all can see, we had to trade from here. That was on Friday, all the way up after price gave us a break, came back, collected liquidity, and we bought to the upside. So now I'll be taking off all of the drawings, and I would like us to run down our top down analysis. But yeah, I will be starting at my weekly time frame. Sorry for that. Okay, so I'll be starting at my weekly time frame. Sorry, excuse. And on my weekly time frame, what am I looking at? So on my weekly time frame, same thing, price has been consolidating, and when I look at how price closed the previous week, we have a close below this range. So I'm gonna mark this area. This is the weekly range we are trading in, and if I come to the 4 hours time frame, you are going to understand that based on this our weekly range, this is the weekly range we are looking at, and based on the weekly range, price came down all the way to this breaker block here. So we had a breaker, that price came, collected liquidity, and gave us this push to the upside. And now what are you looking at? What I'm looking at is I am looking at this fair value gap. We have a 4 hours fair value gap. So now what are you looking at? You're looking at price to collect liquidity from this fair value gap before you are looking at more buys. But now I don't like marking my fair value gap like this, because when you mark a fair value gap like this, it might be easy for the market to induce you in buying early. So I like marking my fair value gap like this. This candle, and this is the gap. So if you are to go to the 1 hour time frame, And based on the 1 hour time frame, you can see this area here reacts like a breaker block. So I'm expecting the market to open, push to the downside, collect this liquidity down here before we have a push to the upside. So yeah guys, that's just my simple view, very simple as that. We keep the chart very clean, no too much complicated lines on the chart, just maybe 1, 2, or 3 lines on your chart. Make your chart to look clean and unique, and then you just look at what the price is gonna react on your key levels. So this is what I'm expecting. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe for more videos. I'm not really active recently because I'm working on a project and I need a lot of time also. So see you guys on the next video. Maybe by probably Wednesday I'll try dropping a video. But yeah guys, like, share and subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Love you all.